I gotta take a fat major piss like right when I start streaming. Well, this is gonna be a quiet moment of wrestling and stuff. Right over here, I've hit rock bottom. Oh, what just happened?
They tried to pin him and he didn't.
That epic failure. Now is there some Australian talking? Whoa.
Do what?
Now is the Aussie talking.
Yeah, they're in the UK.
Oh, that's why. I thought, though, dude, who's told the Aussies actually just British? He's just simply British. I need to know. Well, people seem to voice their reactions way more eloquently than in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of go, "Wah!" But they're actually like going, "Boo! You suck, mate! Boo!"
Yeah.
Like, even their shock of scream, like, "Wah!" It's like, that even has, like, more, like, oomph. Quickly! So this stream, it's gonna be really short. I feel like it's also really tired as fuck. I only had a few power naps throughout the course of 24 hours. Like 2 or 3 2-hour power naps, which really isn't that much throughout a whole day. Fun. And I'm just kind of like here, like barely sentient. So at least it comes with its entertainment. You can never go wrong with a little bit of entertainment.
We'll do it again, huh?
I mean, even Robert doesn't want. He's just satisfied with all the entertainment he needs because he's over there watching WWE in Britain. And someone won.
Yeah, Vince Miller. Although it would be the WWE and actually, then he got demoted or something.
Yeah.
Sure,
well, yeah, I'm sure for drama reasons, you know, to make the story more compelling and more just intense. Like, oh shit, this happened, so thus he has to do a bunch of things in order to like jump up or something, you know. Make a big fat story for that character. I mean, I've kind of gotten more of an open appreciation to it a little bit, to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Still think it's fake and kind of funny, but I mean, it comes with its realism, and if anything, like, I mean, they have real matches like that, obviously, and then they'll have like their, you know, kayfabe story, you know. And I love how, I mean, kind of even throughout the different eras, they were able to kind of keep that. Like, you know, what is really real and what is, like, you know, part of the story of the, you know, that's what I love about it, actually. It took me a moment to kind of realize, like, you know, this actually is kind of cool. Still, you know, not as much of my thing, but, you know, there's something about, you know, when two men are fighting it out in one way or another and get murked, I mean...
Right, yeah.
That's just in nature. You're just like, oh, well, who do you think's going to win this? My money's on that guy. Well, I'm on this guy. Well, how about we just, you know, hash it out between us? You know, just go down the line of just, like, consistent fighting. The paradox of fighting. The fight paradox.
And Dallas lost.
Oh, did? Really?
And the Dallas lost.
No. How bad?
14-30 or something, 30-14 or something like that.
Oh, that's miserable, dude.
Their defense didn't do very good today.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
I like the Rams though. Los Angeles.
Yeah. Is that where they're from, LA?
Not originally.
Not originally?
Not originally.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were like, what? They used to be the Atlantic City Rams or some shit? I forgot what they were called.
St. Louis Rams?
No, there was
That's Cardinals. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Huh.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't even know, dude. I'm trying. Like, if I try to think about it, I'm just gonna go into my little, and then I'm just not gonna think about it. Think about it. Proceeds to not think about it anymore. Huh?
One of these matches tonight is no disqualification.
So anything goes.
Anything goes.
See, those are probably the fun matches. Those are matches that you're probably gonna have to say this is real. Like, you know, if they're not gonna not disqualify anything, then it's like, just let you know, anything goes. So work and hash it out.
Oh, this is next match. Next disqualification.
Oh shit! Well, there you go. It's about to be we're coming up on it. It's not even anyone else drinking. Fuck you guys.
What the hell is that?
Whoa, dude. That guy's eyes protruded out, like, way more than they should have, dude. They protrude, like, that edit was a little, like, that... That's like gonna like be burned into my visual sensors, dude. And I'm going to see that in my dreams, and I'll be
He's a big
traumatized.
boy.
Big boy. Oh shit, he is a big boy. Guy looks like a Icelandic tree launcher or whatever. Like, you've seen those guys? They'll, like, there's actually it's in Scotland or something.
Mm-hmm.
They take like huge ass logs, like from literal just fat ass trees, and they're like, just launch it in the air, and it just boom, just goes flying, and it's like how, it's like one, how did they even do that? And I think they're even bigger than that dude too. Like that guy probably could have been like doing the minis of those things probably, but I don't know. But I mean, it's like whoa, that's intense shit. That's big, he's big, dude. How could someone become such size,
Steroids?
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's part of it. But I mean, it is physically capable for humans to become like, basically like walking tanks. So I mean, like, wow, man, you see, I just can't grasp my mind around it because I just don't have that build whatsoever. Well, there's that face again. But I mean, I can't like grasp like that because my body is just not even remotely close to such a tank of a body. I'm like a twig, the other way. The other side of the spectrum on that one. It's like, oh, damn. Whoa, what just happened, dude?
No, he's trying to
just like
place of the ones he had.
Yeah, just a little intro thing. It's like, yeah, sure, look how crazy we get. Refs are surrounding us as we pummel and lynch a guy. We barely lynch a man to death in this match. Thus, we needed like 85 refs on top of us. Anything goes, anything goes, anything goes. Meh. Should mention something for tomorrow, since we're here. Well, I guess since it's just me here. For tomorrow.
322 pounds.
Okay, that's definitely realistic. Damn, that guy. He's only 350?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He has to be. That has to just be an average. That can't be directly, exact. That can't be exact. It's probably more like 380 or maybe like 390. This guy probably. Usually it's the other way around where they will try to beef up their weight to make them seem bigger than they really are.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I feel like it might be the opposite for this because it's like that dude is huge. Like, look at dude, he's so nervous. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna go in now. He's just like, all right, my arm's gonna get messed up. Better get these loose really quick. Like, I mean, he's kind of going into this knowing he's probably gonna get really messed up. Yeah, they're just. Oh shit! Yeah, damn, dude. Yeah, see, they were like, the only way we're gonna have to go in is just literally just bull ram each other, and they're doing that with a fist. Damn. All right. Oh! Big boy got momentum on that one. He's like, I'm out. Right. I'm getting away. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge.
Okay, no.
Damn, dude. Brutal. What was I saying before? Oh, so for tomorrow, oh, damn, I just caught that. Anyway, but tomorrow my friend's performing a concert. I'm going down there to go check it out. So I'll try to record that. That's what I was trying to say. As I kind of watch WWE with just off screen, I guess. Because why not? Why not? Death and destruction. Did something. Oh damn, did he just... Oh my god, he's ripping the mat up. He's just like, no. Dang. Oh! The Singapore King? I don't even know what that specifically meant. Man, you can imagine getting smacked in the back with something like that as a big guy like that must be worse because there's more density and also that is just going, you know, like, boom, you know? Well, I don't know, maybe it'll absorb the shock a little more. Oh, that did not. He, like, stood up and, like, power bumped that as he smacked it right on his belly, dude. He's like, down. Wow, he's literally using... Damn. Oh! Dude, this guy literally uses everything about him being a bull. Oh! See, now... Oh, now he's gonna... Man, he's messing his day up. See, that was his strong suit there when he had a weapon. And now the big guy got his weapon and then just murked him, and now he did that. Like, I mean, yeah, dude, his ass just got whooped. If you're, like, any real person would have just died at this point. They would probably legitimately just die. That was brutal. Like, that wasn't just like some, you know, smack. That was like a wham! You know, it was like a smack. It almost sounded like, you know, it was like piercing the dude. Like, it could have, like, just ripped that, like, you know, caused a gash or something.
Ouch.
What's he doing now? Whoa! Dude, he has the strength to pick that guy. Damn! Dude, that had some strength involved with that.
That strong, man.
Dude,
I think he barely do it.
I think, yeah, dude, it looked like he was, like, kind of shaking and struggling with that one, dude. I don't think he could do that again. I don't know why they always try to go for the pin, like, so early when the guy obviously isn't that worn out. Yeah. Oh, wait, they give him some other stuff? Oh, so the guy's this big guy's nicknamed the Welshman. Oh, who is he? You just literally threw someone off of their chair to go take their chair. How'd you swing?
I was even the chair and ouch.
Well, he kind of, like, that big guy dodged, like, quite literally, like, everywhere where that swing wasn't. Like, where that swing was, he was just like, I'm not going to be here. Like, he attacked where he was as he was getting up, and it's like, no, you attack him where he's going to... Like,
You gonna do this?
what's he doing now? What's going on? Oh, my God. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That will hit. That will hurt on the tailbone. Mm.
Go back to this chair, man.
You have to literally wear him out. You have to like this small guy has to just use his smallness and his more speed and endurance to just wear him out.
I'll do it.
Oh my! He's bringing a table. They always have tables under those anyway. I'm surprised they don't have any other weapons under there.
Triple H, when he used to wrestle, he kept his sledgehammer under there. And that's how to win some of his matches.
Just smacking someone on the head with a sledgehammer?
Yeah. Without the referee seeing it. Yeah. Yeah, Triple H is known for that.
Jeez, that little can legit literally like crush your skull. If hard enough. It'll just go, it'll just cave it in.
Yeah.
It's like, it wouldn't even be effort. It's like, oh, your skull's caved in and like half of your brain just kind of plopped out. I can imagine this big guy taking this dude and just smacking him across that table he just set up there. He's trying to get away so he can not have that happen. I feel like that's what's about to happen here. Man, something's happening.
You better hold on.
There you go. See, now he's starting to get a lot more worn. Now he's just like, oh, dang, but the dude has just such, like, strength. Oh, damn, son. See, guy is just like, he's just a walking tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think, he's just one of those guys where he just ain't stopping. You know? Just one of those unstoppable turret machines. And, oh my god damn it. Such as crap. Oh, never. $23 minutes is so much, oh my god. Man, they're just as pumped up about like any other sport, just as much as wrestling up there in Britain. They're like, they got their war chants going on for the Welshmen. Or Mastiff, or whichever one, whoever it is.
Yeah, nope.
He kept like going on with it. He was so into it that he kind of loosened his own grip, which thus cost him to, he didn't even try. See, he's worn out now. This big guy's just worn out. Like, he barely did effort to get out of that one. Like, that was just on him. He messed up his own victory on that point. Like, he could have gotten him there. He could have just, like, gotten up and just be like, no, screw you. Get back in the pin. Oh, shit. Someone's not there. Eagles getting big here. Oh, shit. Good luck with that one. I don't know who they're playing, but...
Shouldn't even try that, stupid. Smooth.
Oof. Hey, I knew it.
Uh-huh.
Big boy was going to use that table against him. See, he just came in with that final blow within of that. I knew that table was going to be that finisher for whoever that young, small guy was.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There was there was an opportunity there before that happened in that build-up where he could have gotten to win, but he was just like, yes, fuck, damn it. It was like that. It's just like, no wonder you failed. He actually, like, though he got him pretty good, though. Like, even for, like, a no disqualifier, that was, like, a pretty legit fight.
Mm-hmm.
How did MLT's performance turn out? He hasn't had it yet. It's gonna be tomorrow. Me not a big sports fan, just crazy neighbors. Yeah, I'm not really a sports fan either, but you know, if it's on like WWE's in the background, I'm inclined to check it out. I suppose, you know, it's whatever. If it's there, I mean, and it piques my interest enough, I'll check it out. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, so kind of like it's kind of like my forte with sports. If I'm interested in it, I get interested in it. If I'm not, I'm not. Like some games, I'll like pop up and I'll be like, walk away. Some games I'll just kind of sit there and be invested, be like, oh damn, how could they make that win, or how can they do this, or how can they do that, or whatever, or what team's doing what. I don't really get invested for like teams per se. I get kind of invested into like the strategies within the sports, like kind of the stratagem and tactics that are used and implemented throughout the various different types of sports, and what is needed to be done in order to get a victory or or score within these games. I like kind of analyzing that stuff. Like I was doing with the whole that whole match with the WWE. I was like, I don't know or care about who wins, but there's big boy, there's big dude, beef like tank of a man, and then there's like a smaller guy. Well, it's basically David and Goliath, but Goliath just murked David at this time. So there's a few times where he could have won that. There's a few times where he could have either agreed or just didn't take the opportunity. Did you give me 2 minutes? I did. I just haven't gotten a chance to respond to it yet. Because I feel like we, with that, I mean, being so long too, I feel like just responding via DMs is probably not the best way to do so. So I think at some point we should just, like, record a video just talking on Discord or some shit about it, or I don't know.
You read your book.
Oh, sorry. I don't really need it right now. I probably don't need a charge for the stream at all. My phone was at like 89%, so that's good. Kept my phone charged most of the day. But what was I about to say? After all that, after a Discord thing, I was gonna say something about that. Man, fuck my sleep deprivity right now, dude. It's not even really me, just like high. It's just like the sleep deprivity, the sleep deprivation. Is deprivity even a word? Like, there's sleep deprivation. There's sleep deprived. Is sleep deprivity a thing? I'm making it a thing. Fuck you guys. I'm making it a thing. How about that? So, it's gonna be a thing that ain't gonna ever catch on. Like, pretty much every other thing. Pretty much like every other thing that people are like, I'm making this a thing. Never catches on. But. God, I know there was something I was going to say about it, but it's just gone now. Yeah, but you're not deprived, are you? Of sleep? Yeah, a little bit, but surprisingly, I'm functioning pretty well for that. Like, I don't feel zombified or whatever, because I had a couple power naps. I didn't have an all-nighter, per se. I guess technically I did, because I had power naps which I was kind of consciously aware of its surroundings, what's going on, with that. I guess. I guess technically, but I mean, my sleep has been messed up so much that some days you just need to schedule like an all nighter and just rough it out. It's got to tough it out. So it's kind of what I did. Just why don't you sleep? I do. I do though. That's the thing. I do. It's just sometimes whenever I'm hanging out with friends, we stay up a little later than we probably should be. So sometimes that really fucks up the sleeping schedule. And then I end up going to bed at like 3 or 4 instead of like at the latest 1 or something, or at least on average around 1. Because at least with then I can wake up at like 10 or 11, and might not get up until noon, but at least I'll have I'll have like a day before going to work or something to do stuff, or at least do like 1 or 2 things if needed, stuff like that. Not enough time to do like videos and research for that, unfortunately. At least just not right now. But eventually. That's why I haven't really pumped out as many videos as I've been trying, because it's just time, dude. Like I was gonna do one for today, but then I looked at the time and I was like, I only technically really just have 30 minutes to go to work. So I'm just like, I could either try to really compact all the points I'm trying to think of right now into like a 20-minute little thing and then just run out, or I can just do it like tomorrow or something. So that's probably what I'm going to do before I head out to see Tyler's show, which I'm actually probably going to be his little roadie. Going to help him out with that. Crashing on the floor a bit. Funny thing is that dude, like, he crashes. Whenever he's in my room, he always instantly crashes. It's when I'm doing a stream, especially, for some reason. Like, in here, he would at least be able to interact a little bit, then he'll start passing out. But if he's, like in my room at all, he just out, dude. I don't know, man. He just, like, sees my room as, like, some sanctuary where it's just very comfortable, I guess. Not that it's a problem. I mean, all my friends have slept in my room one way or another at some point. Like, Harley, Tyler, and Logan have all slept in my room at one point or another. One of them was living in there with me for a month. Logan. That was not the funnest experience, and I think he could probably say the same. It was just like something that we just had to endure. Yeah, there's even one point where we were like having a conversation. It's like, yeah, we're probably cutting into our personal time. And I was just like, there's a few nights where I legitimately was feeling that moment, and Mr. over there smoking a bowl, or we're watching something on Netflix or something at night, where normally I'm probably doing something else, give or take. It's just like, damn it, sir, damn it. I had to go in the bathroom or wait until he left. And sometimes when sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, it'll just be like he's literally right there. He could like knock on the door or talk to me through this door if he wanted to. I don't want to risk that. So sometimes I won't even do that. Oh, it wasn't fun, but man, as soon as he was able to finally get his own place and I have my room again to myself. Man, first few days of that were insane. When it came to personal, like, I'm just gonna stop it there. He's comfortable in your bedroom. I can't imagine looking. See, oh boy, dude. He wants to get a house and have like all of us move in. Like, kind of like all collectively, like Harley, me, Stefan, Tyler, like all of us, since we're been hanging out for like 5 years or something now at this point. But for me, it's like I'm not against it, but I would have to like know if I have my room, that no one's gonna fuck with me if I have it locked or have the door closed. Like whenever my door's closed, like here at least, everyone knocks first, just because you never know. I'm a young dude, and not only that, but I mean it's just kind of a more polite thing to do anyway. Just knock on the door if the door is closed, if there's somebody potentially in there. Just better. Animal House, you can get it serious. Oh my god. See, and the next thing is doing these streams will be a lot more harder because that would mean almost no interaction with you. And you can imagine, and as you sure you probably know streams of Tyler, he doesn't know when to shut up with rants and make end a point sometimes, which could get frustrating. It's like you're going on a point, and then he went on like 50 billion other points on top of that. It's like, dude, just make like at most like 2 points and you're done. Like you don't need to like he goes on and on. It's like, man, I've even tried to mention this to you. It's like I don't mind. You got your rant. I will shut up sometimes to let you just go on a rant, but like you gotta limit it. You know what I mean? And also like I have an ability for me. Like if I start saying something to just, I mean, it's just like, come on, bro. Like I'll try to there will be a point I'll have about something he will just say and go on like another one, and then I'll have another point I want to say because he says something else. It's like I can't hold on to all these points, yo. I bet he could do a 48-hour stream nonstop. I don't know. He already thinks 24-hour one's insane, but I think he could. I think he could easily do it and not realize it's been 24 hours. Because, like I said, he can, like, the thing is, if he can go on these rants and with all these different points, and like, they all will be cohesive, a lot sometimes, but it's just like you spend like 40 minutes on like on the whole, like one premise with like 50 points with it. It's like, I mean, after a while you're gonna lose people just due to a lack of interest, so you gotta condense. It's just about condensing what you're trying to say and being quick and witty about it. I mean, when it comes to streaming, you gotta kind of learn about how to do that a little. We can start discussing this normal. So, oh my god, where that topic ever come from? Where nipples have become a major thing as a conversation piece. Legit, where did that even come from? I don't even remember. Dude. Where did that even come from? I feel like this had something to do with a conversation that Logan was here with. I know that much. But beyond that, I'm kind of like, ugh, where did this ever come from? It came from Water Sports, and I don't. You tell me. I don't know. And no, I don't think it did. If it, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just an innocent person that doesn't understand things in life, which is why I make incoherent rants on YouTube. Funny enough, I did a whole. I kind of criticized Tyler for going on a major rant, but I made a video recently on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and I kind of did that in a very rambly way too. That was kind of incoherent in a lot of different methods, essentially. Now, I was at least trying to have a whole point discussing with it in general, but I just kind of went blah, 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 and just kind of went everywhere. Just kind of went all over the place. But, yeah, kind of ironic. I don't know about such things. I saw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's on my channel. I mean, I'm sure you did. Yeah, my next video, I'm gonna make a couple videos on some pretty important topics. I think you guys might like them. At least with the idea of how I'm gonna go into them, I think it might. Because I didn't have any idea of how I was gonna do the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez video, which is why it was kind of so rambly. I didn't really know how I was gonna get into it because I went into that video. I kind of actually started to agree with Sargon, so it kind of stumped me. I was like, well, let's just kind of like look into more of this whole bullshit anyway, and just kind of delve into the rabbit hole. I'm just like, in the end, come full circle, who gives a fuck, with the whole dancing thing, and it's dumb. It's very distracting. from all these very different things that I kind of laid out. At least I think I did at some point, or at one point or another, I was laying out some policies of hers. I'm like, we probably shouldn't be like forgetting that about her, you know. But instead, we're all freaked out about her dancing, I guess. And even then, like, people weren't even literally freaked out. It was just like some Twitter bot, and then a few people kind of were actually generally outraged at it for no reason. But not even then, not a lot of people were. And but I don't know. I think Cortez still handled it out well because she doubled down on it. She didn't give a shit. It's like, oh, well, people are getting outraged supposedly. Fuck them. I'll double down then. And you know what? Fuck. I love that. I like that about her. Good. I like that she doubled down. I want her to triple down. I want to see another video, honestly. What do you mean? Well, yeah. I mean, it's perspective. Oh, damn, these are females fighting over there. I look over and I'm just like, I'm hearing chicks, and I'm seeing this. Robert. What if Mama heard your language?
She did.
I'm dating for friends and 60. Okay, hold on. So, scientific data or just personal data? Like, here I collected like stories and like things from my friends, or is it like scientific data? That's the key. That's the key factor there. Personal. See, that's kind of the big factor though, because scientific data is based off over a big tested study, and they're supposed to show the whole broad aspect of ranges of different things that can happen because there's different test subjects. Though with personal data or personal experience or eyewitness testimony, it's all anecdotal, which to a scientist they just are going to look at that and be like, just continue doing research. They're like, what's this? Anecdote? Okay, research. So again, this is why I feel like it's not the best way to like at least one-on-one here discuss it, like in this sense, because it doesn't feel fair, I should say. Mention a message or leave it. Yes. Well, again, it's via the Discord, which you're definitely part of, so all you have to do is just message me up on it, and we can easily work out a scheduling for the thing. Easily. Damn, she's like roaring out. I think I used that. No, I gotta change this water. I just gotta change this water. It's gross. Okay. Cool. Ugh. Back in my lap you go. He's busy. Where the hell's everyone tonight? Bums must be sleeping. Maybe if I met your personal stream, it'll be. It'll bring them. Yeah, for real, right? I don't know where everyone is. They're all just. It's like, dude, I've been by myself for like 20 minutes in this stream, dude. Like, I had to fill in my time by being interested in WWE. So, I mean, like, you see where my predicament is right now. But to be fair, this isn't really going to be super long anyway. Well, definition of long is like less than 2 hours. Because honestly, there's just no way that I'm going to do like a 50-minute stream. That just doesn't happen. Well, it rarely ever does. It's like a rare thing. Should probably make it a little more often, just like pump like little 50-minuters. Like do one like in one part of the day, do one another part of the day, do one later part of the day or something. Like doing 3 different streams in a day, all 50 minutes. Just be like, hey, 50 minutes. Just gonna sit here for a bit. I'll be back at a later time for another 50 minutes. That'd be kind of a good way to at least like kind of diversify audiences in a way. Because if I'm doing 3 different like streams or whatever in different parts of the day, even if it's a short amount of time, chances are I can get more people to watch. Or at least during streams. But
Shit.
either way. That is right. I could use the other ball. Loading up all these bowls. You just got a little me. And one of your ass rated is the 9/11 films, what, 2 minutes? The 9/11 one? Oh, I know which one you're talking about. That was that was not a 2-minute video. That was like a 2-hour one, I think. One of those like over 2-hour ones. Yeah. Yawn. Flailing away! We're just gonna be flailing away! The Ripley tide. It made you a liar, boy. You hear people get tense over the sport, it could be kind of funny. You hear people get tense over any sport, it could be kind of funny, honestly. Hearing them be all like, yeah! Oh my god! It's pretty intense and pretty funny. And I get that way sometimes too, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, there is something amusing and kind of fun and relieving to do so. Just doing this. Not even cold, I'm just doing it. It's like, meh. Friction. Didn't work, or something weird happened. Really? Something weird happened to that? If I remember right, that was kind of a decent one, because we actually did kind of talk about 9/11 for a bit, if I remember right. For a temporary amount of time, or something. Really? It's a little short, really? Huh. That's curious. Fucking YouTube. Even like after I ended my stream yesterday, I got some weird copyright thing I don't think it was officially claimed or whatever, but one of the videos I decide whenever I just flip my camera around to my TV, I guess one of those dumb videos had a copyright strike or a copyright claim or warnings or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what. Where's he called that what? Sub message. No, oh, not again. Yeah, dude. I fucking hate YouTube, dude. I hate it. I really, if I could have a better platform to operate on, I would. I mean, I guess there is, but I mean, to at least get like a steady, what I got going now, it would be like 50 times worse going on some other platform. I would have to like combine all operations if I were to do so. So I'm kind of something happened. Woo! Look at her go crazy. That guy is shirtless. Oh, I was about to say fuck. See, I cut myself off sometimes, and then even I am like, what's my point again? Someone come along, I remember. I'm stir for music. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I remember now. Talk about the fucking YouTube platform. How fucking... There's this guy stuck with it. That's right, yeah. I remember. I remember now. Wow. Being a stoner or sleep deprived don't go well together. Though, in a weird way, I kind of am like more hyper-focused on the fact that I am, so I'm trying to remember, and thus I'm kind of starting to remember more. I'm like, oh wait, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, focus back into it, boy. What are you doing? What are you doing now? Though, you know, every time I do, it's usually because, I mean, I'm kind of done with the point anyway, so I don't even know why I chirp over it. Did you say shirtless? Yeah, over here, there's some dude just like, yeah, but he was just shirtless and he was like, had the biggest beer belly in Britain, I bet. Like, it was pretty, it was just kind of a, it was kind of a unhealthy looking character, if I do say so myself. Yeah, my beckoning call.
Nice.
You know, supposedly they're in like Saudi Arabia too or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Saudi Arabia then. The American trip did.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
I wonder if the women's wrestling ever actually went there.
I don't know. Probably.
Honestly, I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure that...
Yeah, because they treat their women different, yeah.
Well, yeah, they treat their women like subhumans, basically. They're pretty backwards. Well, I thought it was something else also, I just might have... I'm not even a part. I'm not even a part, I tell you, reckon what. I tell you, rickety reckon what, partner.
Yeah.
The devil's side. Mm-hmm. Just my devil's side. Boom, boom, boom. Where the hell's Carl playing with his Rex? Damn it! It would be me actually, not him. It's got something else. I don't know. I forgot what. Probably more like playing Battlefield 5 or something, which is understandable. That's a little. I would argue that's way more entertaining than me. I would argue there's a lot more entertaining things than me out there. I will give anyone watching me that. If they're like, if anyone randomly is just looking at this and like, what the fuck is this? You have every right to think that. Just know that I agree with you. That's kind of why I do these. It's just like, this is bound to attract somebody. And that's just kind of what I'm looking for. People to be attracted by my own quirkiness and weirdness on the internet. Yeah, lately seems to have become a gamer and still plays it. Yeah, well, I'm a gamer too, and I've gone for binges of where I would just, go gaming for like hours on end, and like that's kind of a thing that gamers have done before. And there's periods where it does get kind of placid, but usually it's because of the investment they have in their time in playing the game. Like for me in Red Dead and Battlefield 1 right now. Like I've been invested pretty heavily in those games as of late, so I've always been playing those like back and forth. Whenever Carl wants to kick it and play a few rounds, I'd be down for Battlefield 1. Hell, I play by myself anyway. And with Red Dead, I'll go on there, and he just recently got it too. So we'll probably make a posse and go out in the West and commit crimes and shit, be outlaws. But well, there was something else on top of that too. I feel like I'm part of a special club. Well, good. But what I was about to say about gamers as well. Yeah, I mean the blessedness, being placed. That for me, I feel like there's another factor because I consider myself a gamer, but at the same time, I don't. Like I'll know when to be like, all right, I gotta find a stopping point and use that as a stopping point. Wrap it up from there. I mean, like it's kind of like you gotta control the time frame because you can literally lose track of time. You can lose like hour. Like I've played a game thinking it's only been like 40, like not even that. Like maybe 2 hours. It's been more like 5. So it's just like you definitely can. So part of it is to it as well. Like see, I can remember because of my life living in Doom. Yeah, I mean you get it. I mean like part of it is like once I have a mic for my Xbox, then we can actually talk to each other. I think that'll be actually legit, because then we can be like, hey, so what's up? We can actually like chit chat. I mean, we could do that on Discord anyway. I honestly don't know why we haven't, but almost 1.5 years of that trilogy. I mean, yeah. Wait, honestly, it has to be going on way longer than 1.5 years. Way longer. So, let's look at that graphics card. Ooh. Let's look at the graphics card for my PC. That's going to be nice. Because, I'm going to be able to play, like, Verdun, War Thunder. I know there's a few other games I'm excited to play that I can play on my desktop that I would love to have as well and do. I'm actually kind of excited. I heard Rise of Storm 2 Vietnam is supposed to eventually convert to Linux as well as like Apple and Windows, but it hasn't yet, so I can't play that, which I'm kind of pissed off about because I love that game. I love it. It's amazing. Like, then I'll be switching from that game to Red Dead to Battlefield 1. And Verdun, like some other PC games. So, like, I'm kind of more of a PC gamer at heart, honestly. But, I'll always be down, to play the others. So. Like, I'm a gamer in general, but PC gaming is kind of where my heart is.
I don't like this guy.
Who?
This tall guy and Nick. Yeah,
The dude with the beard?
Yeah, I think it's right here.
Oh, with like the long hipster looking get up.
Yeah, the way he wins his matches,
Oh my
you just
goodness.
start spinning your fingers back.
Oh, dude, what a fucking bitch way to try to win a match, dude. And then news came out, kids watching Doom got some kind of mental thing for mayhem and structural killings, or was it a violent game? Oh yeah, those funny fake claims that video games cause violence. Bro, I've been playing violent video games since I was like fucking 4. I've yet to do serious violence upon the public, nor have I thought about doing so. I think literally the only one time I could think of was literally in like middle school and 7th grade, but that was due to so many different other factors, and I wasn't even really a gamer at that point. So, like, yeah. Like, violent video games does not correlate to mental, like, interests for mayhem and destruction or killings or whatever. That's just nonsense. If someone is having those thoughts already, like, if some people are having those thoughts, or kids are, chances are they've been having those thoughts, and you might want to get a counselor for them just in general. And maybe having them play those games will probably be an outlet for them, so they can go on like Grand Theft Auto and do like a murder rampage there instead of in real life. Granted, like it's like maybe not always, but for some people probably. Not for others. Say my cooking went array and I blew out half the kitchen's electric. Lol. Damn, dude. Damn. It went awry and just shit got murked. Half your kitchen just got fried, dude. Damn.
Yeah, the kitchen got fried.
Oh, because of the comment. Today my cooking went awry and I blew out half the kitchen's electric. Damn. No.
I don't like them.
You dropped your handkerchief again.
Damn it!
It's all good. So now my refrigerator is a long extension cord. Oh! To be fair, we know that struggle because there's that one point where our freezer right here, this one, that's just kind of, that's always kind of out of view. That one, like, one of these cords, one of the power strips over here blew out. Thus, we needed to find another one, which luckily I have a plethora in this. And I didn't finish my sentence. We have a plethora of power cords in this garage. Wow, I didn't finish my sentence. God, wow. So, at least I'm catching it. At least I'm catching my errors. Weird. Sleep depravity has caused me to catch errors, then just let them slide. Weird. Weird to me, okay. But, yeah, so we replaced it, and eventually it's working again. It's just fine, so. But, yeah. We had a similar thing going for our fat garage freezer. Our garage freezer. The freezer of the garage. But, damn. I have to say, this, me medicated like I am right now, it's really helping. Plus, this tea is, too. Plus, I had a bang earlier on those little energy drinks. You definitely need sleep. Oh, well, I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight. I am. I'm just like I am. It's only 10:58. Go to bed tonight. Oh my god, I do. Okay. I love this assumption that I like never sleep ever. Like I sleep. It's just that when I do, I don't know when to truly get up sometimes. I'll just like be like bed, comfy, bliss, and just like stay in bed for a while. Enjoy your rest, Bucko. I'll awful that. Later this week, I'm gonna move some more shit around my room, so there might be a difference the next time I stream in there. So hopefully it'll be a more spacious difference. But yeah, it's gonna be good. But I don't know. I'll go up till an hour and a half or like an hour or 5 minutes. So I don't know, 25 minutes or something like that. Stay around for a little longer so I can eat more food and then go to sleep. Probably like listen to a podcast or something. You need much room, so much room in there now since you cleaned. Yeah, dude, that's the point. I've been wanting actual fucking room in my room for like quite a long time. Like this is kind of like an embarrassing childhood story in a weird phenomenon, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So growing up, sometimes like I just like had such a pile up of just toys chilling that it would literally like cover the floor to the point where there was a pathway to my bed. And it's just like, oh my god. And I never, for some reason, whenever I did play with them, I just wouldn't put them away as a kid. I don't know why. I just never did, which caused this problem. So after a while, that just like that lasted up until at least 11, and then eventually at one point we cleaned it out. Put things in boxes, started condensing stuff and whatnot, and and actually had a room there for a bit, and then I moved into now my room now currently, and then initially that was like part of like an office my mom was gonna have because she was gonna do her home business thing here at home, but that never worked out due to medical reasons, so she just ended up retiring. But that like structure, she cut out the wall of the cut out the wall of the room in there so it could be that way. And now Robert owns it, and he like put the wall back in there, but it's still looks like an archway, so it's not really a wall. It's just like this barrier that doesn't do anything for soundproofing or walling at all. Make more room for friends to crash, and my room was the same way with bath between warm clothes and stuff. Yeah, nowadays it's more of just clothes, and sometimes I might just have an empty bottle of like a drink I had like a few days ago. But usually it's because I have like the main reason is because I'll have a set day when I go clean shit in my room, and I just wipe out, just like wipe. Just all in like 30 minutes and just boom. So I'll usually have like a little like recyclables, like just random like balls like this. I'll just have like a little pile of recyclables, and when it's like decent little pile, just pick it up in a little handful, just either dump it in the net or the recycle bin outside. So it's kind of like a routine at this point. I've kind of made kind of constructed a routine with how I deal with like waste, I guess. I mean, I don't leave like foods, but I have found random foods before in my room. And it's like, where did this come from? And how long have it been here? Like, I remember on stream, I think when Ty was on it, and I was on last time, he's like, hey, I'll eat that donut in there. And I'm like, dude, I found this just now. It feels like a rock. It's probably been there since 1983. Like, no. Like, you're not, like, no, dude. It's going straight in the trash. And this is exactly where I put it. My little trash bin. Right in there. It's like, no. You're not eating a rock. You're not breaking your teeth. It's just like, oh my goodness. Your mind is more of a stoner than you really think, Tyler. I'm embarrassed to say I found a pizza box one time under my bed with 2 pieces in it. Honestly, I think everyone has had that moment at least once in their life. Because I have to. I mean, like... That's cat being a cat. Like, there was one time, there was this weird little phase where I straight up, like, would just put shit under my bed and forget about it. And this is kind of why I don't like the idea of a bed frame where there's, like, the space under your bed. I hate that because of this very premise. Because, like, I want to avoid that, so let's just get rid of that problem. Simple, right? So, but... yeah, one time when I was like, alright, we're gonna get ready to clean my bed, let's lift this up. There was, like, I can't even, like, I don't even know what was, like, there was at least, like, what was in there? I know there's a few empty cardboard boxes of, you know, like Wheaton boxes and stuff. I know there's at least, like, 2 of those. And I was like, oh my god, how did those get under there? You see, it's because it's like, I'll probably have it just by the side, you know, for, like I said, you know, collecting recyclables, just gather it all at once to put it all out. And what happened probably is it just slipped under there. And and, you know, like, at this weird phase, I just never bothered to check under my bed. I do now, because I hate this problem of shit being under my bed. So, like, what's under there now is just this box of, like, all these fucking weed containers I've collected over time, and there's like these 2 big fat posters that, or not even posters, they're like these picture frames of like aircraft, and I'm just like, I don't even know where to put those. It's like nowhere to put them. Actually, they'd be pretty cool in here somewhere. Now that I'm thinking about it, they could go on this wall. But yeah. So, at least under there right now is alright. There might be, like, random little scrummage of shit, because, you know, there's always probably some loose thing that's under your bed. There's always, like, something under your bed, dude. There's always something under there. Like, unless you have, like, that perfect knit tidy room that, like, has, like, not even a speck of dust in, dude. Unless you got one of those rooms, there's always something under there. Do you know what a cheese piece of sanded box looks like after weeks? Boy, the crust is hard. Yeah, check that. It's edibility. Oh my lord, man. I kind of know that, but at the same time, I didn't try it. Like, once I saw it, I was like, yeah, this isn't good anymore. Like, it was a rock, and the fact that it wasn't like getting even kind of moldy kind of disturbed me a little. So I was just like, I don't like this. I was just like, wow, this is actually kind of terrifying. I should probably not have this anymore. I don't even remember what it was. Probably a good thing. Like, what are you trying to do?
See, I have the radio don't work.
Is the cable not hooked up?
Okay, now,
oh, that got hooked. Yeah, it was just loose. You know what? Did that Mr. Mouse running out? Now, if it's on the floor, it's trash.
Cover People magazine, like what? The most handsome guy in the world or something like that. I mean, you know, he's
that's what I was doing.
But he's down home, man. You hang out with Adam, like, you know, he's busting out doing tequila shots over here. What I call mosquito shots, because I remember he's drinking tequila, and all of a sudden we're mixing them together, making margaritas. Mosquito-ritas is what they are. You know, a little smoky margarita with a little chili on the rim, salt. Oh, yum,
what?
Yum, yum.
Oh, yum, yum. No, okay. Yum, yum.
Great Led Zeppelin music that I'm playing them for the 2 weeks and next week, and I'll hear stand.
Ooh, Zeppelin.
And then if you add that, and it's about to see if yeah, all of that too. Yeah, you get it. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so if you had to listen to for the rest of your life on one song, what would it be? And Adam would be this song. House of the Holy, 1973 is The Ocean.
What's Robert trying to build? Nothing?
Who? Me?
Yeah? Are you building something, I guess?
You gotta build me a bow.
Building yourself a bow. Well, he's building that. Curly. Hey, Curly, buddy. Oh my, you just got all excited to get petted, huh? Thanks, buddy. Hey, curly boy. Aw. Yeah.
Who's that, Bear?
No, Curly.
Oh.
I'm just like, hey, Curly, and he just runs right up to me. He's like, you, pets. And then he runs off. It's like, it was like a hit and run. Or a pet and run. Whoa. Skip it about. What's Robert trying to build? Let's look slow now. So are you ready to go to bed? Tell me how the spirit and digital. YOLO, what up? Hey! Speaking of slow nights, what's up, Stefan? I'm a drunk. I'm slightly sleep deprived because Harley and Tyler spent a little too long at my house last night. Harley spent the night like usual, and Tyler went home at like 4 in the morning. So, I'm surprisingly kind of functional for being sleep deprived. Metal T. Yeah, dude, he's got his performance tomorrow. I'm gonna try to record it so I can upload it for YouTube, dude. I don't think I'll be able to stream it, just probably due to connection. Like, I don't know how strong my service will be. So if I have like weak service or just like moderate service, it's probably not gonna turn out well. So recording it would just guarantee at least good quality footage. And audio, maybe. Hopefully. Audio may or may not be shit. I'm just gonna disclaim that. Well, I hope not, though. But I know I've done concerts in the past, recorded and uploaded, and they don't always sound amazing. You can at least kind of hear what they're what they're making out, music-wise. So, hopefully I can figure something out. Is he with a band? Tyler? Yeah, dude! Yeah, he's got a band called Akatosh. Yeah, he's got his first performance tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna actually be his roadie, if anything. So I might be able to record it for backstage. You're literally just on stage. Is it playing out? I think what the fuck is it called? Scarlet Meadows, I think it's called. No, not Scarlet Meadows. Something Meadows. It's off of like 52nd or something. Yeah, the Anthrax concert on one video. Yeah, I have the other videos somewhere. I had like 2 or 3. I only uploaded like 2 of them. So I'm missing one upload, which I have somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Oh, I know. It's on my laptop. And that's where it is. That's how I uploaded initially, I think. So, I need to upload that. It's old as fuck at this point. I also need... There's like honestly, just like old concert footage I just haven't uploaded, dude. I should just upload it if I can find them. Did I ever tell you about the anti-drum set? Yeah, I've played on it before. If it's the one you're talking about, because back when Logan used to have that house when we were just getting out of high school, he had that drum set there. If it's the one we're talking about, right? Or the same one. Yeah. Yeah, I've played on it before. It's a pretty kick-ass drum set. It's kind of surprising that you like I don't know. I honestly am like kind of low-key skeptical of it being if it actually was played by Anthrax, because no one actually gave me personally definite proof. I don't know about it, or at least proof of that. What do you think of Tassi running for Prez? Tulsi Gabbard 2020. That's just until further notice. That's just me. I'm keeping it like that. Like I'm glad she is, man. I was hoping she would. I really was. I'm pretty happy about it. There was an anti-estrogen shit. There are concert photos of it in use. All right, yeah, like see that was told to me, but no one ever showed me pictures, so I just was like kind of always skeptical about it, but you know, I just kind of took it at face value. So as long as I like can see the pictures, I'll be like, yeah, you have to Google them. Well, yeah, I'm sure Googling them or also there's something else I was about to say about that, but whatever, fuck it. I can go use the Google machines and use that. Gonna use the Google machines. I just can't use the Google machine right now. But as of the Tulsi Gabbard thing, I'm like 125% on board on that. Till the very end, at least. I mean, if Bernie runs, she's probably the best declared candidate so far. I'm very skeptical on her foreign policy, though. You know, yeah, I am too, because I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. But what I keep consistently hearing, at least, is a lot of positive things on her foreign policy. There is a few things. I recently read something about her more lenient views on Hindu nationalism. So that is kind of a problematic thing on her foreign policy that I kind of am like, what? Just saw Yanni Man live. Nice, man. How was the concert? Look, there's just concerts going on all over the place now. I'm about to go to see my friends tomorrow, and Carl just came out of one. Stefan's drunk for some reason. But she seems like she wants to stay in the Middle East indefinitely. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because the thing is, things I've heard consistently that she's been vehemently against the war in Syria and Afghanistan and Iraq. She she seems to be, from what I've have read, very staunchly anti-war. That's what her campaign website implies. Yeah, I guess I'll check out. I'll have to check out her website because I haven't seen the website yet. But I have, know at least some of her record and some of her positions on a lot of different policy. She wants to stay until terrorism is defeated. No Chomsky it's the no Chomsky principle. If you want to stop terrorism, stop participating in it. And but I just don't know which applies definitely because it's sneaking its own tail. Well, yeah. Because if you want to defeat it, look at yourself in the mirror. But, yeah, I mean, I'll have to read that, because from her details on her foreign policy, it seems like it's been implied otherwise, but I don't know. I mean, that has now become kind of a big thing that has been put into question about her, since, she's come out and mentioned this, which is justified. I think, whoever runs should be put into question in some way, shape, or form for, any policies that, are problematic or just disagreeable. I mean, it would probably be an improvement because she sees less likely to start illegal wars, but it seems like she mostly wants to continue the status quo with modifications. And that's very problematic to me. So, if that is true, then I will have to actually probably fall back on that Tulsi hype. But with everything that, I've learned before from her, that seems like, that doesn't seem like her. So, I don't know. I'll have to delve more into it, as I'm sure there's been more information that's popped up. That being said, she would definitely get my vote. She wins the nominee. Oh yeah, I mean, I think she would anyway, because a lot of her domestic policy is fantastic. It's pretty much Bernie style, but certain little details. I mean, I don't know the exact ones. I mean, she's probably in certain places probably a little bit more left or a little bit more right. I don't know, depending on the issues. But I mean, overall, she's pretty much a female Hawaiian-esque Bernie with a foreign policy that's just as questionable as his, I guess, right now. So, with her foreign policy up in the air, that for right now is kind of like cautiously optimistic on the hype train. Cautiously optimistic. I mean, just at least knowing that. Which was definite change from like 10 minutes ago from like 125% on that hype train, bitch. And I'm just like, oh, wait. Maybe I should probably take it one step or two back and chill. So, yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man, because I've heard 2 different things about her position on the Iran deal. I've heard that she's been against it, but then I've also heard from her, too, even that she's been for it as well. So I don't know if she used to be against it and now and then became for it, or what, or vice versa, or if it got flipped. I really don't know what the deal is with that, which, again, that's kind of a problematic thing about her foreign policy I would have to agree with. There's like, I don't even know if you really agreed or disagreed with it, because I keep hearing both things. Like, I've heard both people, I've heard both positions be used by her. I think she's for the Iran deal. I don't think she specifies on her website. I don't think it's on her website, but I remember, at least remember her talking about being for the Iran deal, but there's also evidence to show that she also was against it too. So I think it was because she used to be against it, but then was for it, which was probably due to maybe some details in the deal or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know the specifics on that, but like that, that's a little like, I don't know. Like, if there's like a little bit of a mixture on that, then I mean, it's like, well, that could potentially be kind of problematic, because then what about the rest of that foreign policy? Especially now that the rest of it's been put into question. Which, again, like, I mean, she's even against the whole Russia thing, like the whole Russia narrative. Like, she's advocated for increasing our own security, increasing and like doing election ballot reforms, and I think there's a few other policies that she was advocating for to resolve the issue, because she basically said everyone meddles in everyone's elections one way, shape, or form. So just increase your security on it. Essentially, that's what she was saying. That's the best way to combat it if you want to actually combat the whole Russia, meddling that happened in 2016, which I don't think ever really happened truly. I mean, sure, they probably tried to meddle, but I don't think it really showed off that much. To defeat our system must work with the support partners of the ground since curse areas and non-ISIS Sunni Iraqi tribes, what does that mean? Because there's Sunni tribes, because there's Sunni tribes that are just fundamentalists but aren't ISIS. But what did happen? Wait, what? Wait, what happened? No, what got proven? I'm confused. Russian troll teams use Facebook surface better. Yeah, and I don't think it was very successful. I didn't say it didn't. I didn't say it didn't happen. I just said it wasn't. I don't think it was as well as successful and attempted to hack multiple states. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Russia's done this. I won't be surprised if any other country have done as well. Help Trump win. Okay, the only person that helped Trump win was Hillary. Like that was her. Like that election was her own damn fault. I'm gonna need more weed. Gonna need more weed to keep myself somewhat functional. Somewhat functional. Let's smoke more of this blueberry. This shit's good. Gonna grind that bitch up. There are characterized interjections. Huh? We'll play directly into ISIS radar characterized interjections on missions and word between US and Muslim and ISIS recruitment activities. By working with reporters on ground providing advice and air support along with social forces teams who can launch quickly striking this week. Oh, that's from the other thing. Just organizations. Please. Taken. I mean, my policy on it has always been you should have never been there in the first place because because our country's always been the one funding these terrorist organizations anyway in the first place. So again, the Noam Chomsky principle. I don't know why I have a tongue twister about that. The Noam Chomsky principle of like if you want to stop terrorism, stop participating in it. Besides, like terrorism is not adhered to any ideology or religion or any philosophy. Terrorism is just terrorism. Like you can't really end it or defeat it. You can only just like end, what ideology is perpetrating it, essentially, I guess. And even then you can't, because in one way, shape, or form, pretty much every ideology's got some, string of history with terrorism involved with it. And of course, it's always a stain on these groups. The issue was fight them there or fight them here. Yeah, like a bunch of random people who can't, like a bunch of random Arab farmers are going to invade Kansas. Iraq will invade Kansas, and Syria will invade Kentucky. Like, I mean, though I do support other stances. Yeah, I do too. Oh, you probably just took that out. She wants the U.S. to support the autonomous regions rather than force the central government that is unpopular with people. So she's not for nation building. So that isn't the status quo, at least. Because the status quo will be instilling puppets to go in our favor for the military-industrial complex and the big corporations and fossil fuel industry. So, tried with Iraq, that failed. Tried with Afghanistan for a long time, that's been failing. Militaries do not need many to succeed. Well, again, I mean, terrorism doesn't hold to any philosophy, religion, or ideology, so, or any political party. It's just a thing. Look cool. That's one. Yeah, and whose fault was it that let it just slide and just happen? What administration happened to be operating during that time? And knew about it, too. Never did anything. We must encourage the spread of creation. Sometimes searches areas of the uncles here interact as various sects and Shiites and Kurds to own governance and security. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily against that, because this is not saying we're straight up nation building. It's encouraging and supporting these semi-autonomous regions to take care of, take care of their own governance security. So, I mean, Wahhabism. Well, yeah, it's the main stretch of Saudi Arabia, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. I mean, well, not Al-Qaeda specifically. They're a different branch. They're a little less radical than Wahhabism or Salafism. Both the same thing, practically. Minor differences no one gives a fuck about. It's just how brutal are you. They're both practically the same. It's like, here's how we do brutality. Now here's how we do other brutality. It's both just as brutal. The problem is science is a big piece of shit. Yeah, and so are we for intervening and trying to overthrow his government. And so is ISIS overthrowing his government, or was trying to. And so are the other Wahhabists and Salafist Islamic fundamentalists that were fighting against him. Like he's like one of the last few Arab secular countries with a stable, somewhat stable government. So I'd rather have him than a bunch of Islamic fundamentalists perpetrating terrorism, or at least Islamic terrorism around the world. And Saudi Arabia supports that to an extent. To an extent, they actively fund it around the world. I'd say that's a little bit more than an extent. Yeah, the US should have gone. Well, I don't think we should get yet. We should have. Let's kill their own people. Okay. Yeah, I can name I can pretty much every president since the past so far. We can. I mean, that's not a hard question. What presidents killed their own? Pretty much everyone. So in one way, shape, or form, every single one of them did. Clinton, he didn't start any wars. Yeah, there was that Serbian conflict that he was involved in. He didn't start wars, sure. Carter? I've heard a few things about him. I just don't know what they were because I haven't gotten time to research about it. So I don't know. Withhold comment from Carter, I suppose. But overall, I do like him because his after presidential career has shown off that he's pretty chill as fuck and actually a really good person. So. Or at least tries to be a really good person. You know what sucks? He's actually going to be the next one to die unless Clinton croaks. I mean Bill, not Hillary, though. That would be preferable. But, like, I feel like one of those two are probably going to croak first. But I think I'm leaning on Bill, though. Because he's had 3 open heart surgeries. He's kind of medically crippled. He looks a little worse than Carter, honestly. I can't remember. It was just he's Japanese Americans. I'm actually really not too sure if any died in internment camps, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are death reports. I'm not too more to is justified. Yeah. Oh, that's like a whole deep philosophical argument we can get into. Because there's this, because I remember there was this stream I was watching, and they had this very same argument of was World War II a justifiable war? And then it kind of went into the broad aspect of, is war just in general, is war justifiable? And one side was just no, just period, no. And then the other one was, there are justifiable wars, and I gotta find it, because honestly, it's really good. I'd love to, like, actually kind of, because I was there live when it happened, and I would just love to, fuck, what was I about to say, to, kind of listen to it. The war itself wasn't justified, but the U.S. entering was. Well, it was because we were attacked, so I mean, it was self-defense. World War II was a result of World War One, and World War One was just stupid. Yeah, which goes on to the whole broad aspect: is war justifiable? And I kind of tend to agree. I don't think so. No.
There are 42 different recorded covers of the Immigrant Song.
We need to save Europe.
Go, Sebastian Bach, Vanilla Fudge. Go to YouTube.
Well, the Soviet Union could have easily saved Europe. See, that's why I am like, yeah, but we can get a deep thing, because save Europe, what does that even mean? Does that just instill American exceptionalism and instill the American industrial complex around the world? Was that just the foundation of that? Or was it actually trying to curb fascism? It was the UK versus the world at that point, and the US saved it. Well, until the USSR got involved. As a Soviet occupation, Western Europe counted as saving it. This is why it's a very deep philosophical argument that we can get into on it. Because there's two sides to this coin. And the Soviets had marched into France and UK, they would have given it up. That's if the Soviets were actually going to. I don't think it. If we never got involved and hypothetically France and Britain got invaded and the UK or the USSR had to help regain territory, I don't know. I think just due to the fact that there's a war going on, I honestly think they probably wouldn't have given it up, but would have allowed them to temporarily be there in order to help overthrow the Third Reich at that point. Stop here was clearly necessary. I'm confused. You're saying stop here wasn't necessary. That didn't come up yet. Well, I mean, Stefan didn't put the claim there, but that part I do agree with. System to gain worldwide control. I'm thinking about this for a second. Since Napoleon to gain worldwide control. Since then or since now? Extreme amount of energy that would have meant definitely. Well, yeah. That was a fantasy anyway. But before we continue though, I do want, this is important though. He was the closest since Napoleon to gaining worldwide control since 1945 or 2019. Because if you say 2019, I'm going to disagree with you entirely. Utterly. But if you say 1945, I will agree with you. Or at least in the peak of the Third Reich's advancement since 2019, then yeah, I disagree. Because, I mean, we just took out one guy trying to take dominance in the world, but now we have these other big political chess pieces. Were the Soviets closer? I would say the United States is. Think about that. Seriously. This is why I go back into how it's a very deep philosophical conversation we get into about it, because World War II was basically just a domino effect of what led up to today. And if we look up into the history leading up to today, what did it become? The United States and the USSR competing for world power. And who ended up winning that? The United States. Why do you think we're perpetrating endless wars and exploiting all the world and, saying fuck you to the entire world whenever they, try to offer criticism and be like, hey, what are you doing over there? And we're just like, this. How about that, bitch? Controlling these governments, so. Maybe not directly. Not directly, sure. But indirectly with other factors, like with the corporations that buy our governments and others, and with our military going out and extracting natural resources around other countries. They haven't Iraq, man. One occupier is trying to force it. Remain force out the yeah, which is because they're finally kind of gaining control of their own country again without us meddling in it. Nation building, which we do still.
British sense of humor, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, all the stuff, and they probably told people some shit that wasn't.
So very,
so whatever. Jason
Hitler.
probably, being a little kid back then, he probably.
But Hitler literally occupied with land claims. It's a little different now. Like the landscape of how dominance is taken in this world is a lot different than some dictator literally expanding off and gobbling up other countries. Canada, the U.S. under Trump. Yeah, they might not be. Doesn't stop the U.S. from saying go fuck yourself, and they're going to keep doing whatever they're doing. No influence in South America. I would highly beg to differ. Oh my God, the CIA with overthrowing governments in Latin America, like that's definitely still going on, especially in Venezuela. In places like Colombia, like our military literally is doing, it's literally doing drug trafficking of Colombian cocaine. There was some, like, a couple idiot soldiers were caught doing that, and it was like 90 pounds worth of coke. Still somehow in power. Yeah, because he got 60% of the vote elected in, from when I last checked. Pretty much a country. Not when it comes to cartel. When it comes to drug war, not really. Created by the UN. Look, and honestly, I don't take the UN seriously because Saudi Arabia is on the Human Rights Panel in the UN. So I should take them seriously. Why?
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis and lose weight or stop smoking for only $49.99 guaranteed. Seminars Saturday the 26th at the Red Lion Hotel on the River in Portland and Sunday the 27th.
I forgot to grind all this. So I've just been sitting here just getting deep and philosophical with all of this. I forgot to continue the weed grindage and everything.
So remember that every day we'll be there when you need us, keeping you informed wherever you go. Because just like you, our home is right here. And that's why K2 is on yours. Hey, it's Gary. During this busy season, a good night's sleep gives you the energy to enjoy time with family and friends. But if you or a loved one struggles with sleep apnea, the terrible sounds that come along with it, like snoring and leaking air, may be keeping you up all night. You probably tried the CPAP mask, but if it's just not working for you, you're not alone.
Boom.
Now there's a silent,
Boom.
sleep solution right here in Portland called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep solution that works inside your body with your natural breathing process. It delivers mild stimulation throughout the night.
I agree. These major reforms. The International Coalition is declaring the National Council leader in the I've never heard of that before.
A sleep solution for you is just a click away. Visit InspireSleep.com to learn more, review important safety information, and to find a doctor in Portland who can help you.
I think it is a regulation of those
That's InspireSleep.com. If you believe in the power of a dream,
because I don't, because when it comes to that country, I'm not going to take anything at face value. I'm going to be extremely skeptical, but taking everything with a fat grain of salt like as big as. Burp.
guys Top Rock Countdown. Are you loving this or what? Woo!
Oh, I just popped like 80, 50 billion things in my back, and it felt
This is
great.
Robert Plant getting up there.
It felt just amazing.
Sonic range.
Here we go.
I've always pushed myself to get up in that range and solo. I don't know why anyone wants to sing like that.
And that's what
Because
they
eventually
do,
you can't anymore, okay?
What?
And I remember asking Robert Plant to come out and
I mean, if Maduro's considered a dictator,
Okay.
with the elections and everything, then Trump's a dictator. The U.S. should definitely not get involved in the military, which they're trying to. John Bolton there, he's been advocating for intervention. Political national response. Sure, I agree. Like, I'm not going to discredit that there is corruption in Venezuela. Of course there is. Though, we can't also discredit that the U.S. and maybe the West doing major sanctions and that their economy being primarily based on oil and who owns the oil dollar in the global market, the U.S. So, it's like we're forcing their country into poverty, causing a bunch of political strife in the country, which led up to the whole fuckery that is going on in Venezuela. Which is why I don't outwardly have vehement when it comes about Maduro and Venezuela. Sanctions and efforts. This country into poverty. I mean, I don't think he is. I think the U.S. is forcing his hand. It's like with Libya, and with Iraq, and with Afghanistan twice, and with Vietnam. It's like, oh, these puppet nations are not, or these nations who are in favor, who have beneficial interest in our for our nature, are not doing anything they want. Time to go do regime changes, so we get South Vietnam, we get some weird bullshit Iraqi thing, and then we try to support the Afghani government and epically fail at stopping the Taliban, a guerrilla army just only based in Afghanistan. And then we funded Mujahideen to go against big bad commies back in the day too, with Reagan. Thank you, by the way, dumbass. And like, I can go down a list. And all these countries have been in stagnant poverty with U.S. intervention. Same with a lot of these Latin American countries, including Venezuela. Democracy. Yeah, but as soon as that happens, Gus is gonna go right in there and sweep it up. And just look at Libya today. There's been 2 civil wars. Libya is just a paradise, isn't it? There's slave trades going on in Libya right now. Like, not saying Venezuela will get slave trades, but considering that the U.S. has major interests there, you're not going to tell me that they're going to manipulate the whole cause of whatever protesters are leading it.
Of that section. But eventually we're going to switch it out for communication breakdown, because that's the way we do the Led Zeppelin song. And the same with the
which is why I agree. Which is why they should have elections, which they did. And they did with the National Council of Governments.
References to the Lord of the Rings. It's Ramble On. Led Zeppelin 2, 1969. Ramble On.
Not for everyone. Again, I don't buy into the whole vehement hatred against Maduro, so I'm not really gonna buy everything. That's just the UN. Well, that's kind of the problem. The UN's a joke. The election's fair. Stretch. Ugh. Quick little stretches. Actually, it's kind of a little.
You might want to turn it on.
Oh. Well, there's kind of a little ball heat going on there still. Well, that was definitely a little ball heat going on there. Ah, got my hands a little nice and got a little extra toasty for my hands. By many measures. So Trump isn't? Not even Kim Jong-un? I mean, not even bin Salman, who's literally assassinated journalists. That guy sounded high as fuck. I don't even know what he said. All I heard was man, and it just sounded like he was stoning.
Good job, partner. Good one.
Thanks, populous with people. See, I can make the very same argument about how he uses suppression and uses fake elections to just get continued dominance and power, and uses propaganda to swindle his people. Elections and all. Yeah, they do. See. Yeah, they do. They actually do. They do have elections. They have elections, but they only have one person on it. But they do have elections. They most definitely do.
Adam Sandler. And I mean, he does it great. Coming up, number one. Only one song on my top rock countdown.
The Hawaiian Islands, a sun, surf, and garden paradise, now adds to its reputation by bringing you a Maui-produced rum, Sammy's Beach Bar Rum. The essence of Hawaii is captured in a bottle
What
by
the
using
fuck?
Maui Gold sugarcane and a unique distillation.
That honestly sounds kind of good.
Sammy'sBeachBarRum.com to learn more and find out where you can get some. Sammy's Beach Bar Rum rocks. Sammy's Beach Bar Rum, 40%
Not for Supreme Leader.
alcohol.
No, even for Supreme Leader. That's what I mean, where there's only one person. Like, the Supreme Leader is only one person. Because it can only be.
Get all those ideas. My formula is simple. Get a good night's sleep. Because
Bandito.
equals dreams.
Bandito.
Dreams are where the magic happens.
You fool boy.
With some sleep tabs, you get your dreams faster. Because you'll fall asleep 33% faster. So good night, sleep tight, and keep your dreams alive with Unisong.
Versus placebo in a clinical study. Use as directed.
With the Capital One Quicksilver card, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase every week. It's easy. That's just the way I like it. Oh, that's the way
I like it, smoking that bowl, oh yeah. Is it Putin style election? Isn't it real decision? Well, no, not exactly, because with Putin elections, you actually have other candidates to choose from. It's just that there's literal voter suppression.
Because today, innovative companies are
Which Hillary Clinton did, by the way.
and they need people who can keep up with the expertise and
So, It's like Hillary's projecting the whole Russian narrative because she actually is the one who's doing election meddling.
the United States Postal Service.
There we go. Nice. Oh, hate that mucus stuff, dude. It's kind of almost gone, but I still got like some in the core. It's just so annoying to get rid of, dude. Cause it's like I'm feeling like this in like both like right here. And I can know that's just mucus, man. Cause every time I get it out, it's just that bright green, gross like mucusness. It's like ugh, you know. There was literally a whole big scandal over this in the DNC. Do you not remember 2016? There was literally a whole scandal with Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Metroscope is sponsored by Comcast, Oregon and Southwest Washington. Looking forward to giving back. Here's your New Year resolution. Save money. Gresham Subaru has you covered right now. On any new Outback or Legacy, and get financing as low as 0% for up to 36 months. 0% as in nada. Or get financing as low as 1.9%
That looks
for
good.
up to 72 months.
Did vanilla cherry in there with chocolate milk. Yep, chocolate milk. I usually put vanilla milk. Usually the regular milk and then stuff. Chocolate. Hey, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. It's not government election, it's part of election. Issues in Russian elections. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, she probably had, if she probably, was meddling, or at least checking out, the elections in Russia, because what country doesn't? What big national figures aren't? But knowing her, probably a little bit more scrupulous, but I wouldn't hold it past her, but there is no evidence that she is literally interfering in Russian elections. So, now, I'm not claiming that. I thought we were about to have a whole big thing here, dude. I'm like, wait. Whoa. Is this like some Mandela effect or like some multiverse shit? I mean, seeing that it's fixed for Putin, it would be hard to meddle. She can meddle it for Putin. I don't know.
You kind of pretend like you're having sex. And, on stage in front of 10, 12,000 people, that's kind of embarrassing, and I don't know.
Bandito, I want to pet you. I want to hold you.
Down, boy, easy. Hey. So, one night in Las Vegas when I did my birthday bash when the hurricane came to Cabo and blew us out, and we had to go to Vegas, Chad Kroger from Nickelback came out and sang this song with me. He's got the most powerful voice. He took my mic and mail, and he gave it,
Hey, boy.
It was like, whoa.
Little kitty.
But it was badass. And in the center part,
Yeah, boy.
he laid out. I don't think he was into having sex
Yeah,
on
my man.
stage. Avril was sitting on the side of the stage there watching him. And I think he was a little intimidated by all that, but I let it go. I just went into it, okay? So this week, at number 1 on Sammy Hagar's Top Rock Countdown of Led Zeppelin songs, the shorter one, the baddest riff in the world, Jimmy Page pulling that one string with Dino.
Just a little boy.
Badass. Here it is.
Just a
Number
big
1,
boy.
Top Rock Countdown.
Call him a little boy and then I call him a big boy right after that. Wow. Man, they're on a Zeppelin binge tonight. Gonna give you my love. Oh, la la, meow. A whole lot of love, meow. A whole lot of love, meow. A whole lot of love. Bandito. Led Zeppelin. Hell yeah, dude. Though, I'm gonna need to probably either continue speaking or at least something. Hopefully it's not too loud. But this little bandito boy right here is just This is a pretty boy. Or is why I just don't want to allow us just because of copyright. YouTube is really, really bad with copyright. Like, terrible. Like, just the mere fact that the music might just be loud enough on the radio and will pick up, that will, like, give a copyright claim and will sometimes block on all countries and that type of shit. It's like, dude, what the hell? Like, what type of bullfuck is this? That copyright. Yeah, dude. Just the mere fact that Zeppelin it happens to be conveniently playing in the background. I guess now it means that I am somehow stealing their content, which is against copyright, even though it's actually in fair use. So, like, this should be fine. Like, in any real circumstances, is fine. Narcotics group. Ignore copyright gate, dude. Hashtag ignore gate.
Yeah.
You just suck caring about fair use. Well, of course, we knew this. That's obvious. YouTube stopped caring a while ago, man. As soon as they got bought by Google, that's when they stopped. Because then they got that big Google money. The Google money. Burp. Hey, midnight, what do you know? Well, I think I will actually finish this up right here, whatever I got going on there. And then I'm gonna wrap it up. Dude, Zeppelin's amazing. They just go like fucking all over the place with their shit. Go to sleep. Bitch, I will. You can't make me. Can't make me. It's funny, conservatives don't seem to care about corporate censorship, but turn a blind eye to in most cases to government censorship. And see, here's another thing I noticed about conservatives. They will. Well, actually, I just noticed this about both sides, but specifically, let's just talk about conservatives. Like, for their opponents. Well, so does the left as well. Let's be fair. So we have to be aware of both sides, you know, when it comes to that, because both sides are wanting to give free speech to their particular sides and take it away from their opponents. I mean, it's not just conservatives that do this, and but you know, with the conversation on conservatives here, like here's like another thing I noticed about them is that, at least when it comes to the religious aspect, oh no, it's blasphemous, you know. That's what they call it, blasphemy, whenever you criticize religion. And I don't want to complain about free speech being degraded. It's not my channel. Well, I mean, I complain about it too, and I don't think I'm the only one. That's a community versus the First and Second Amendments. Well, I agree, yeah. At least admit to being so. Oh, yeah. I mean, they actually won't literally admit it, but their views show it. because I haven't really met many that are admitting to that the fact they're anti-free speech. Oops. Ugh. That was like exceptionally green. That like came from like some bowels and some part of my lungs. Dude, you wanna know what I hate about getting like a lung cold that like is lung based? Is when you get over your sickness, you still have like some of the symptoms for like twice as long as you had the sickness. Sometimes 3 times as long, dude. It's bullshit. Like honestly, just any sickness sometimes. Like some of the symptoms will just stay and linger. Like this mucus spit off thing. To be fair, I'm sure smoking weed as often as I do probably doesn't help as much about that. But I mean, it's not been like detrimental. It's just like it's kind of annoying. It's just kind of annoying to go like like that when I cough. Usually I'm just like just cough and it's just a cough. But it's like a but now it's like a it's like that shit happens. It's just like, can that just go away now?
Nope.
Evidently not. Like it's going away? I mean, this thing, like this symptom that just, from my cold I've had like 4 or 5 days ago now. Who knows how long? Yeah, It's just like, it just gets annoying. Let's use words, that's what I mean. Oh, I guess I see your point with that, yeah. Conservatives talking his claim to be for speech voters, but I won't go for yeah. See, they get all triggered when the SJW PC liberal businesses shout out right wingers, but as soon as left wingers are silenced, not a pipe or a heap. Being anti-Kaepernick, Kaepernick's definition of free speech. Well, yeah, because he's literally protesting, which is constitutional under the First Amendment, and there's nothing wrong with him literally doing that. And what he's saying with that free speech of his is actually quite merited, which is advocating for police reforms, just kind of on a broad aspect, but he had a little bit more detail to it, mainly towards the black community and how they are a prime target for getting shot by cops while being unarmed for most cases. Which makes me wonder, are some conservatives starting to turn against corporatism, or do they just want more in return for helping corporate profits? You see, I think it's I don't know, man. I think it's a mixture depending on the conservative you're talking to, because there's there's different variety of conservatives. There's like paleo conservatives, which are kind of more anti-interventionist. There's libertarian, like conservative-leaning folks, which are, well, I can at least agree with like 40 to 60%, depending on the guy I'm talking to or gal I'm talking to, whoever. And then there's the neocons, and then there's the traditional conservatives. So I mean, there's a lot of different little mini branches of them. So I mean, for some of them, I would say yeah. I mean, a lot of them, especially the more younger ones, and I would say a lot of different paleo conservatives are starting to turn against corporatism. But I would say there's also a lot of different factions that would say the latter, or maybe a little mixture of both. They're just against corporatism unless it's in their favor, which is worse. Surprisingly, I actually agree with free speech. I thought he'd be way too extreme on it, but he is the same policy as that. Well, yeah, I mean, his policy is the same as mine, for the most part. Like, yeah. Like, I can't really think of an objection right now about it. So, I mean, pretty much the same. I have to show you the debate with Hassan Piker on free speech, because he goes in such detail on his policy on free speech and his views on it. I'll have to share with you at some point. I know I got into it a little bit. I don't know if you're on stream before. I don't know if you're there for it. But yeah, I mean, I'll have to share with you. It's really interesting. Gonna sleep good tonight. Gonna sleep good night. For the GOP and SJW to a lesser extent because their arguments are turning way too authoritarian. Well, because in their nature they're authoritarian. That's why. I mean, if you believe in the horseshoe theory in any way, then I mean, then it's pretty much. I mean, they might have different names, but basically they're the same ideology against each other. It's just they're pitted against each other. For everyone, free speech, but only for people who have the party platform really concerns me. Yeah, it should. Especially since a major political party. Yeah. It's like the two political party system is perpetrating these social divides against the people so they don't have to unify against the actual establishment and the actual military-industrial complex and the fossil fuel industry, etc., etc., etc. Going down that list of money and politics, going down with the corruption. Plus of an uneducated populace, to boot. For some reason, I thought you were someone else for a second. Like, when you walked by me, I thought, who the fuck is this for a second? I was like, I almost was like...
I live here, I'm your dad.
I don't know why. I turned around, I only saw your jacket. Like, I mean, your head was out of the peripheral. I'm like, wait, who is this? But I realized, wait, that's just Dad's jacket. I love that. That was funny. He's like, hello, I'm your dad. I live here. It make more sense if the. Like I said, it's probably because the two-party,
I just saw
a crazy woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw Tyler Harley walking up the street.
where?
On 43rd.
Down here?
Yeah, I went to 7-Eleven.
Oh, what were they doing?
Walking up the street.
Who were? Mexican hookers?
No, Tyler and Harley.
Tyler and Harley.
Are they Are they coming to my place or are they doing?
That's what I thought. I figured you'd be here. This woman like blue all around her mouth with big red lines with makeup.
What the hell? Wow.
It's like this woman is like on something.
Yeah, because so, either on something or really
too
meant.
much drugs or not taking her meds.
Yeah.
Who's that?
This just chick.
Six?
Who's this girl I just saw at 7-Eleven? She had like blue makeup and then red makeup lines down her face.
That's weird.
Ranting and raving and just
Yeah.
like.
Class
okay.
scammers come mainstream on YouTube like with the virus sending steps. I mean, with the flat earther thing, I see a lot more debunked videos than anything
You know,
else,
looks like she
which
went
I'm happy
face first
for.
in an American pie cake or
The
something.
scam artists, that's just natural. Well,
funny.
welcome to YouTube and the internet, where scam artists is where everyone is a scam artist. I mean, TJ Kirk is known for being a scammer, so I mean, come on.
What you trying to scam me about, boy?
Exactly. Like, did you hear about the dude who claimed to be just was asking for money? Yeah, I heard about that. And he's not the only one who's did that before. He only got millions of views. Yeah, because they're gullible idiots. And he got lucky and he got a lot of them.
You gotta get me a GoFundMe account.
For just your life.
Yeah, just my life. Maybe it's send me some money.
just all it says is send me money.
That makes some kind of sad story up. Well, my legs and
Well,
Say
hey,
what?
we don't. You don't need to make one up. It's not that hard.
They say they have so many scammers on there doing that.
I should have slobbered a little. That was not good. Whoa. Oh damn, Stefan's just going on a rampage here. Like how stupid are people? Prove to have cases needs to be part of it. It's obviously not working. They're currently teaching people to be drones for talking points and not actual life skills. Ding ding ding. Got it. Like I don't realize how fucked up it was until I started watching Kyle. Yeah, you see why I got so involved in politics because of him? Still things I disagree with him, but damn, does he like just unleash the mayhem when it comes to unveiling the bullshit? But with that being said, because I'll wrap it up for tonight, because I'm like blitz as fuck, and I'm surprised I'm actually like still functioning right now. To be honest with you, you could pull my strategy and just delay shoveling it for a few days. By the time you actually do, you'll have it be melted already. What? Was there something I missed? Live chat. Huh? Well, it's snowing here. I got a shovel in the AM. Oh, that's why. Not go to sleep. I will, sir. I will. Anyway. I'll let you all know how the concert turned out, and I'll have that footage uploaded by either like Monday or Tuesday or something like that. Or maybe by Sunday. Sometime. He'll be on my phone, so probably it'll be by Sunday or Monday. Anyway, so sad everybody. And I am going to sleep good tonight. Man, I guess power naps is the way to go if I'm going to do all-nighters, because doing like an hour power nap like twice honestly really helped me for today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm going to need to do that. Just like pull up a podcast for like an hour long podcast thing. Snap to that when it's over. Be like, get some food. So that honestly did help me out. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering.